Hare Krishna. Just as on a festival day, you all know, everybody is jolly because there is going to be sweet. Some special sweet will be made, feast will be special. In the same manner, for great souls, pure devotees, days like Ekadasi, they are called as Bhakti Janani, Madhavatiti, Bhakti Janani, Yatani Palana Koli. Like that Bhaktivinoda Thakur was singing. That one should make spiritual endeavors more intensely on especially holy days like Ekadasi or some kind of festival day. One should not perform average devotion service on those days. Average devotion service means, okay, I have chanted my 16 rounds. Today's my chanting is over. That is average devotion service. Intense devotion service means, one devotee asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Ekadasi should chant 20 rounds, or 25 rounds, 32 rounds. Prabhupada said, chant as much as you can. Whatever time you get, chant, apart from your some little services. But don't just chant the minimum, 16 rounds. Why? Because when you come newly to devotion service, Prabhupada said, eat like a duck. So you can eat a lot of gulab jamuns, and you are encouraged to eat more and more prasad, because you are newly coming in and you are willing to forego non-devotee food, unoffered food, and you are ready to take only prasad. So abundant prasad is given to encourage the candidate for committing to eating only prasad. Like one boy was telling, after 1 year of your practice of Krishna consciousness, what progress all of you have made, I asked. So one boy said, sir, I only eat pizza in the Govindas. I don't eat a pizza outside, he said. Everybody laughed. I said, this is also a progress. Because now he even if somebody gives him unoffered pizza, he will not touch it. He will only take offered one. That's a progress. But this is for the neophyte, very, very young devotee. Those who want to become sadhakas, they have to be very, very careful about the quality of food they put inside the mouth. In a temple, the food which is offered to the deities, Rajabhoga, is purest. And next to that is food that is cooked and offered locally in the kitchen and everything. Next to that is the food that is cooked and offered in the Govindas. Because many of the workers may not be proper devotees many times. So one should eat only. So if you want to be a serious devotee, one has to be very attentive to eat only pure prasad, as pure as possible. In the same manner, increasing the intensity in spiritual life means increasing chanting, both the quantity and the quality, and the quantity of intake. Shravanam Kirtana. Prabhupada explains it. Yesterday I was hearing in one of the lectures that in Vrindavan and other Mathura and Dwaraka and all, people keep vigil or awake whole day, whole night on Ekadasi day. They don't sleep at all. Continuously they chant Japa. Many people chant 192 rounds, 3 lakh names. Some people chant 2 lakh names. Some people chant 2 lakh names, and rest of the time they keep singing kirtans. If you go to Vrindavan, Dham and all, many of the mathas you will find the mridangam, harmonium all have become worn out because of repeatedly doing kirtan, repeatedly using. And people were very simple, muddy dhoti. They are sitting in front of the deity. So much sadhana they have done to ripen their heart in devotion. And many times in our life, we become very oriented towards get up, get set, go mode. Do this, we have to do this, we have to do this service, we have to do that service. So many pending matters, especially our running organization involves bringing money, bringing resources, managing people, managing things and everything. So it's likely that our attention may go away from bhajan into our organization management and maintaining the resources. So yoga and kshema, 2 things. Preserving what we have and providing needs of the people. So instead of Lord doing it, we have to do it. In this way, the whole thing comes on our head, and that may take away our attention. And bhajan is not done with intensity. It cannot touch the heart. It cannot come from the bottom of the heart. It may be very, very superficial. Okay, rounds are over. Okay, class is over many times. Sometimes in some places they read a quote of Prabhupada also. That also becomes a ritual. Okay, today's Prabhupada quote, cut. And they go there. Nobody thinks about what Prabhupada said. So, therefore, to avoid our practice of spiritual life ritualistic, or to avoid our practice of devotional service ordinary and average, to avoid our spiritual life taken over by organization and management of resources and people, and simply standing like an empty organization with no spiritual substance. So in order to avoid this type of situation, days like today are gifted to us, like Ekadasi day. Why? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Ekadasi to Ekadasi, one has to measure one's spiritual progress. Last 15 days, how did I do? Am I progressing, or am I stagnated, or am I degrading? Three possibilities. One has to always check. And Ekadasi day, one has to design in such a way that you throw away everything else and keep time for more chanting, more reading, more hearing, and spiritually more. Like imagine, for example, on marriage day, will anybody go to office? They say, no, morning I'll finish marriage by 9:30 and I want to go to office. Will anybody do that? No, marriage is a very important day for you. You will throw away everything, not only that day, people will take off for 2 weeks also. Correct, no? Isn't it? So, for things which are very important for us materially, we take out time. Imagine somebody has got a consultation from a doctor for cancer. He has got a preliminary stage cancer. They will throw away the job, everything, and they will go to doctor. Correct, no? When it comes to our health, when it comes to our material festivals, people do take time. For marriage anniversary, people take sometimes time and go out with the whole family. Somewhere they go. Similarly, we should know that in a month, 2, 3 very important days come, like Ekadashi and festival days. On those days, we have to keep our material schedules very simple, very small, basic. Okay, some cooking has to be done, some prasad. Therefore, Ekadashi day, we don't make any big feast and everything. It's supposed to be very simple. I had gone to Udupi with our brahmacharis. So I told the brahmacharis, just go to kitchen and see what simple Ekadashi prasad they may have. Devotee went and came back and said, Prabhuji, outside the kitchen door, we found a big dindigal lock. Dindigal locks are famous for being big locks. The big lock was there. I said, really? When are they opening? We checked with the Udupi in charge. They said, Ekadashi day, the kitchen never opens. We don't cook anything. Nobody eats anything. They just, even very few people who cannot control the urge to eat, they will only drink water. That's all. So there are people who are falahari. There are people who are, only water they will take, or jalahari, falahari, or at the most, they may eat fruits. So basically the eating program is very simplified. Because then, how many of you agree that cooking in the kitchen, supplying prasad to all devotees takes a lot of time? Experience, correct? Isn't it? Imagine 2 days in a month, you don't have to cook anything. Just eat on fruits. If you can survive on fruits. Or eat, even if you cook one simple item, just to fill the belly, so that then you can get into bhajan. And you should digest very fast, so that it doesn't take too much energy. Your energy should be instead spent for bhajan and chanting. Madhavate te bhagate janani yatane palana kori Krishna vasati bole paramadare bhori Shuddha bhakata charana renu bhajana anukula Bhakata seva parama siddhi premalati karamula. He's saying in this way, this song is filled with divine activities. And that's what Madhavati means. Today is Madhavati. Let us try to chant attentively, improve the quality, improve the prayerful attitude, and increase the quantity. And don't worry too much about other things. Worry about our ultimate goal of life. Worry about purifying the heart. Worry about going back to Godhead. Harinam Prabhu ki.